Hi there, everybody. So about 10 minutes ago, I realized I was supposed to stream now because I couldn't remember. Well, I was thinking it was an hour later for whatever reason. I think because I'm playing Steph tomorrow, an hour later. And anyway, I had forgotten, so I uh, I was making some breakfast, so I may stop talking at some point and eat a little bit. I'll try to remember to mute the microphone. Otherwise, uh, you all may want to cover your ears. So, um, but fortunately, I remembered. Also, the forums are down, so I couldn't really check the time we'd agreed upon. Well, I could actually. I had a copy of the message in my email. But anyway, I'm blabbing on now. So, I'm trying to think if you can skip familiar or not. There's no draw, so the university is okay, I guess, to gain fives that you can butcher, but other than that, it's not crazy good without some draw. Um, and the ferry doesn't even look that important, although you could certainly ferry something. Maybe you just get one count and then butchers. I'm not sure. You can play with a lot of the cards here, probably not Taxman or Duchess, but you can play with most of the other cards and the events. I don't know that you'll get a big edge of skipping or not using any of them except Butcher for sure, and probably Familiar. So, um, 5-2 is okay. Just open with the count, yeah. Um, count's not count's not so great at trashing. Um, what I was going to say was count's not so good at trashing once you have a mix of good and bad cards, but it's obviously a strong opener. Here it looks like I may miss, or will probably miss 3p and maybe even 2p, so I think I do want to count, but hey, I didn't. Wow, that was nice. 2 states on the bottom. And then I'm going to draw the count with them and the other estate right here. Well, it could still turn up the count. Anyway, yeah, wow, this is really nice draws because I'm going to get another familiar. Yeah. Hell trash. It's hard to actually keep up with if they're playing familiar rapidly. It's a little difficult to trash those curses even with the count, or it's not that easy anyway to do that and to do other stuff. So I feel pretty good. About my chances. I think I'll take a butcher. He's very thin. I guess he's gonna buy a butcher now. He buys a potion. It sure is gonna be pretty late for that. So I guess he buys a familiar right now. Yeah. I'm gonna do this similar thing here. I should still win the curse split pretty big. You get another familiar, yeah. So I may only get it 6-4 actually. Well, 7. Probably 7. Now I don't know if I want a potion or not. And a good case actually could have been made there to trash the whatever it's called. Trash the potion. It feels like I can make use of a university still. Oh, he didn't even draw any of his familiars. I'll get another butcher. Or I could take a festival. Festival's a little safer. Here I can take another butcher off the potion. So there goes the curses. I guess he's a little thinner. Well, he can't be that much thinner. He's got 4 curses in his deck. Though, depending on this hand, he may be able to trash pretty well. Yeah. Duplicates aren't bad either. So here I'm gonna fairy, actually. I didn't really think about bonfire. I didn't really think about bonfire earlier, though obviously it can be quite nice. I don't know if I had a good hand for it, but depending on what this familiar draws, may get in our last bit of trashing. He still doesn't have any villages. I could even trash the silver, honestly. It's not that big of a... Silver's not that... Excuse me. The silver's not that great. I could put the festival on top. I mean, what do I got in here? I have like a familiar, 2 butchers, a university, and some other card. I guess another curse. So I could switch to being ultra thin right now. Put a festival on top and trash all of these things. Why not? We'll try it anyways. And then, I mean, silver's not actually a bad card, but so I'm waiting for the turn where I draw like a hand of butchers and counts. That could be pretty fun. I feel like I'm a little bit ahead, but not like a lot. I have a good, decent lead on the. I could have done what he's doing, made this curse a little bit better than what I did, but this is all fine. I'm just gonna stock up a bunch of coin tokens for now. That seems to be a reasonably good play. You could take a gold. There's a real case to picking up a duplicate at some point, just to make the count effectively a double duchy gainer. Though, of course, then the duplicate takes up a slot for a turn. But it's probably okay. It's not going to be super good. Anyway, I have so many tokens, I should probably green. It's not hard for me to end the game. I can mill provinces like just no problem, so he'll have to follow on the greening probably. And I'll just hope that I have a little better in-game control, which I should, but I'd probably use a token in province. We'll see. Maybe he'll just get a harem. I don't think a harem helps much, but my university is not. Well, it did some decent work. I don't remember what I had the turn I spent it, but yeah, I mean, he can keep building, but I'm just gonna have just zero troubles piling the provinces out. It'll just be so easy. And he's not gonna suddenly turn up a triple province turn or anything. He would even have to even deferry his butchers before they were good butcher targets. Yeah, just 6 versus 3 tokens here should be. I mean, I guess I could get a really nightmarish draw. I guess this shuffle is really small anyway. That seems fine. Mill one. I don't think that gives him like a win. If I take 2 here, he can't get 3. So I will mill 1. And then buy another. And then this won't quite end it, but it would be should give me my 4th actual one plus another, maybe, I don't know. He just has no tokens. Yeah, I gotta play this, so I'll butcher one of these. And I don't, no wait, do I? Yeah, I have enough. Probably the 5-2 is a little worse here. I had really good draws at the start though. So that is probably a bigger deal than anything else. I don't know if you need to ferry the butchers. Maybe it's good. I mean, what is he gonna do instead of that? I think he started the first one. I think he opened with the count. But I don't remember. I can ask in the chat later. Alright, apparently I did. And the chat agreed as well, so. No debate. This kind of looks like Wharf Big Money. I don't think IGG is very good. You might buy a couple, but probably not. As a rush, you can get between the Trader, Hermit, Steward. I mean, there's a lot of trashing. Not all the, you wouldn't get all the trashers, but between them, I don't really think the IGG is all that great. I could open with a Doctor, I guess. I'm not sure about that. The idea with that would be to go like Doctor opening into Trader, probably. Well, there's nothing on 2. So Doctor Trader into Wharf Money, I guess, would be the idea. I mean, I hate Doctor. Just going Wharf into itself is also not terrible. I'm not sure how much the trashing the Wharf buys have a nice combo with the Traders. I don't know how much you get out of trashing here. And then if the Doctor misbehaves, it's kind of sad. If it's good, I mean, if I hit 2 estates here, then you can win the game that way. But I could also save for a overpay, which is not crazy. Now the question is whether you do Traders in this Wharf thing. You can use spare buys to get silvers, which is alright. And of course, if you draw it without the Wharf, then you can drash something, but I don't know how great that is actually. We'll just play it fairly straight and see if I get beat up or not. The Wharf missed, but that's not the worst thing. Not a good thing, but this may be a decent shot for a big overpay, though I don't know exactly what that does for me. And so I'm not 100% sure that's worth it. If he does get something like, if he does start buying IGGs, then so there's still 2 estates in here. What it's gonna say is that if he does start buying IGGs, then I'll need probably a Trader or something, but this let me trash 4 cards, possibly. There's 2 estates in here, 2 coppers, a wharf, and a silver. So I'll trash 2 bad cards at least. So that's not that great of a trade if I draw badly on the others. It looks, I don't know, I think this comes out in a certain order, so it looks like I would have got three bad cards, but I think 4 wars is actually too much. But I'm gonna get it because I don't really want another silver. He has a lot of madmen. All else being equal, it's never terrible to have the estates, assuming you're not too far behind in a money game. It's not that bad to have the estates if you're not actually much worse at getting provinces. But that's a lot of wars. Does he? No, he's a lot of madmen now. I don't know. His deck's a little better. Well, he didn't have the gold, right? We'll see. I don't mind where I am, though it may not pan out all that well. Yeah, he missed a wharf there. He has a really high average deck money value, which is something, I guess. He did get a wharf play in there. I guess here we're on to duchies already. I don't have to be. Alright, we'll say we are. Eventually I'm gonna miss the wharf and then I'll be sad. So we got 3 of 16. And we're drawing twice. So it wouldn't be too weird at all to miss a wharf. Yeah. And in fact, a little bit worse than that even. Miss a province. He's just got a lot of money relative to me. So maybe some trashing was the play. Oh, he didn't have anything there. He can do a big, he didn't shuffle yet. I'm trying to think how much these little duchy estate plays, if they even help me at all. I've got another gold sitting in here, so I might be able to get another province. Nope. I got another gold sitting with about 1 million green cards. Yeah, I've pretty much guaranteed, barring a really fluke draw, that I don't know why he didn't province there. That's really weird to me. I'm not gonna double province. I don't get the not provincing at all, but I guess I'm fine that he did it. If he hits his madman in this turn, yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty toast, but I think I'm pretty toast regardless. He didn't have to hit it right then. I will die if he doesn't double province here. Like, I can't threaten province duchy or even province estate, which is what I would need. To tie province estate. Like, there's no Like if you have any awareness of your opponent's deck, you just double province here. I think. I mean, okay, like what he's doing is totally fine too because he still wins. It's definitely a winning play, but it's still kind of weird to me. I mean, I shouldn't. If it's a winning play, then it's a winning play, you know. So I shouldn't criticize too heavily. But yeah, I think he outplayed me here. I either didn't build enough or I didn't undervalue the trashing. My wharf draws were real good at the start and have sort of turned a little sour, but anyway, good game for him. I mean, once the deck expands 4 wharfs, you have to be real lucky to have them line up well. So I didn't have bad luck there. I just didn't use as much as Lord as him. And that was my downfall. 5-2 sucks. Like, it really sucks. I don't even know what you get. Like, if you just take a money lender and suck it up. Hopefully he has it too. People always talk about 5-2 being like the power opening, you know, they talk about Mountebank Chapel and stuff like that, but man, I think 4-3s are way better on average than 5-2s. There aren't enough good 2s. There are so many good 3 and 4 openers. Though, of course, the 5-2's no slouch on some boards. If I had to pick one opening to have, you know, if I had to say I'm going to have this opening for the rest of forever, I would take the 4-3. This is like you want to pathfind the wishing wells or the conspirators, and probably tribute will be viable just because of actions, number of actions. And then I wonder if an amulet opening is better than the money lender, because you can buy 3s and it lets you trash a couple times for a play. I guess the openings I'm considering are Moneylender, Amulet, or Merchant Guild. But I think it has to be a trasher. So either Moneylender or Amulet. I do think you want some 5s, which pushes me towards the Moneylender. But the 5-2 sucks so much. I should have masked it. Hid my intentions. I will take an amulet though. And here I'll take a wishing well. So basically I'm behind. Yeah, and his things didn't miss. So the amulet sort of misses shuffled, but I mean it does effectively. But it's not really that bad. Well, yeah, this is kind of where this is going to go, I think. This game. Can I already afford a tribute? Why not? That was all coppers. So there should be a staying copper left. I think. I'm not really sure. I didn't pay too close attention to the first part. Okay. Dungeon wouldn't be awful. I don't know though if it's better than getting just more wishing wells. Because you can pathfind them, of course. Well, at least his wishes suck. Hopefully he drew his 2 trashers. Dun, dun, dun. I wonder, I'm not sure about the second tribute. I think for me it would have been a merchant guild at that point. I'm not out of this at all. I mean, there's a lot of play left in this kingdom, so the opening was not good times, but that's okay. I wonder if you focus on the conspirators first, or... Oh no. Well, that was a pretty bad tribute. Double conspirator. Oh, he's really making sure his, whatever they're called. Did I shuffle? Oh. What'd he flip? Moneylender amulet. And then wishing well copper. I think I still have more copper. Nope. Dang it, I should have known that. Alright, well anyways, in here there's copper, moneylender, amulet, and wishing well. All evens. All even Stevens. Woohoo. So, I mean, at this point, his pathfinding is already going to be way good enough on the wishing wells, so I'm just taking conspirators. I'm so far behind on trashing. His tributes are really nice. Does he have enough to do it? Yeah, he has enough to do it right now. So he should. I think I would have definitely pathfind there. Maybe he didn't notice. So, yeah. This is very bad. His tribute has been very well behaved. Now does he notice? Is he going to do it? I mean, I was surprised he didn't do it last time. But okay, the deck, there's still a lot of coppers, I think. Well, some number of coppers. Okay. He flipped on me. This is annoying with Wishing Well. You have to look at their tributes. So there's a tribute left in there, and then probably still some coppers. And a moneylender, maybe? Did I shuffle since then? I did shuffle since then. So there's a moneylender and a merchant guild. Well, that's weird. I don't usually get that right. Okay. I can just put the plus cards on the conspirators. I'm pretty happy to do that. I think. Maybe would be good to get one more Wishing Well. Just as a little bit of conspirator insurance. You know, his outpost turn should be good already. I don't think mine will be. I'm sure he'll draw his deck, so he should get to figure out how many coppers he has left, and then which will tell me how many I have left. Apparently there are 6 coppers still untrashed. Now there's 7. And he has 2. So I have 5 coppers still. He flipped conspirator copper. So there's still 2 coppers left in these 4 cards. Did he play tribute twice? He did, of course, but only 1 copper went. He should beat me up pretty handily. Do we really split the Wishing Wells? Well, that's my whole deck, so now I just don't even know what I got in everywhere. Yeah, that should be about game winning. Let's trash these. Well, there's still more copper than anything that's duddy. Yeah, that's real sad. Oh. Maybe he'll have an impossible little dud hand. Maybe I did get 5 Wishing Wells. He's just so far ahead on the trashing. None of this matters. He could have a dungeon to help make his outpost turns a little bit safer, but I think he's pretty safe. Maybe he's just stopping playing the Wishing Wells. I guess I did get 5 of them. Maybe it was totally crazy of me to not do these pathfindings. So, no. He could definitely dud on a 3-card hand. He obviously didn't, but it wouldn't have been impossible. He's completely trashed, I guess, but maybe he'll start greening. Yeah, of course he will. But which I don't agree with, but again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what did he flip on his tributes? Money Layer Copper, Conspirator Merging Guild, Conspirator. Well, the whole rest of the deck is in here anyway. So, well, I still have 2 coppers, so let's name those. Even though I don't think I can find them. And of course, this is like the absolute best flip for him. Well, there's coppers, some conspirators. This is the name copper. So that I can't even, like, actually have a good turn. Oh, fun time. Alright, so that's, I have not been writing these in because I'm dumb. So 2-1 for him. I'm certain I didn't make perfect plays. So he seemed to have played it reasonably and had a better opening. So you could do Tournament Chancellor. Although it's not obvious that you want the Chancellor in the deck that will eventually have a Butcher. But it's probably worth the cycling. So I think I'll try it. I mean, you want to go from tournaments to butchers, and then probably you want minstrels before the ports or other villages and stuff. There's not draw really, so the prizes are, the drawing prizes are particularly strong, and Princess is particularly strong with Butcher. I mean with Duplicate. Or it can be. So, my thing's slowing down a bit, so I think if we have a connection disruption, I apologize. Here, I'll take a Butcher. Yeah, he's not really behind me at all, because he drew his Chancellor. This essentially is like skipping forward so that I'm not first player anymore. Except I have a silver, woohoo. This could be a minstrel. Minstrel doesn't actually help you get the province pair up. You are really, really it's gonna actually be a bit of a luck fest on the prize winning front, because you don't have any way to control. I mean, you don't really have a way to trash down. And oh good, I hope he keeps going for the Fool's Golds. Boy, do I hope he keeps going for the Fool's Golds. I imagine he only did that just because it's a little better than, I mean, I would have turned it into a tournament, like, no doubt, but I'm gonna try and help my odds by getting lots of tournaments, but This is a... Right, so the idea... I'm sure that's why he did it, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I have 8 here, so I will change this to a... I wonder if it's actually worse to have it as a fool's gold. We don't actually have farming villages in the deck. If you had farming villages in the deck, I think you would rather it be in the state. So the fool's gold is just worth like a tiny bit of money, and that's pretty good. So now we just hope, I hope he reacts. Well, he may react and it may let him get a province this turn. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to react mine. I don't care about buying another province. I care about winning a prize. So I wonder if I should have reacted it. I would have had another province. Yeah, that was probably dumb. Just playing too fast. I'm gonna cry when he wins this prize. Now he should probably get a tournament or a minstrel. I know I've got tournament in the last bit of cards here. Or I've got province, I should say. But I don't have a tournament. I'm not sure there now, actually. So I know I can block tournaments on this next turn. And there's a minstrel in there, so I maybe can filter for a... There's like a minstrel and a butcher. But I think I've played all the tournaments. Let me see. I have 1 tournament, 2 tournaments, 3 tournaments. So that all my tournaments are gone. I don't think it helps me. This next hand. This is so awful. Because it was just going to make it the province miss the shuffle. Yeah, let's just... This is 2 of the tournaments, so we probably want to discard that. I think I'm screwed. I think I'm totally screwed. Oh, well, that was lucky. I'm sure I'll flip the province with the minstrel. Hey, that didn't happen. That's weird. Okay, I can get more fool's golds. It seems worthwhile to save the tokens. What did he get duplicate just now? That's not awful. Well, okay. So I lucked out here. I don't know which of these things I want to take. Probably the followers, right? Jesus. I can play this because I'm going to Chancellor anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. He used a lot of tokens to do that. I think my last estate conversion should have been to a village, because these fool's golds are just stupid. I'm not gonna discard here. Unfortunately, I'm really at the spot where I want to take these. I hope he doesn't block. I'll probably take the steed either way. Really pursue this fool's gold strategy. Does he have tokens? No. I probably ought to take a province. There's something to be said for me kind of trying for a longer game, but I don't know that that's really viable at this stage. This is okay. I'll probably draw a couple tournaments, but we'll score a couple points no matter what, and maybe a little more. Now the decks are getting a little messy, which is fine. That should help me. I think my deck has a little more good stuff in it. Now there's a question here of whether I want to like farmland spend the token to get the extra point and have 2 farmlands in the decks, or just take a duchy. I'll just take a duchy. Probably he's just taking duchies now. He can double. He does have this thing where if he... Yeah, that's pretty awful because he has the duplicate on the board. So if he makes the... if he makes it to 6 with the princess in play, he can double province, which would certainly win for him. Well, I guess we'll find out if he has this. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna try and find like a butcher or something. This can just be... Okay, so I know I can province this turn. I could get the diadem and province or something. But, I could also duchy province, probably. Right? Because I can... We might as well play the card coins first, because I'm going to draw my prize. I'm looking for the butcher would be best. Okay. So I can mill a province and buy a province, right? But I don't want to... Well, let's see. If I take the diadem, if I do it this way, then no, I'm gonna get 2 tokens, so I'll have it. I think taking the diadem was also a win, but all right. If you do enough belly aching in the middle of the match, then sometimes the luck turns around. Is that the lesson? It's probably not the lesson. Okay, so he'll go first in the last game. I think, well, there's a nice Horn of Plenty at deck here, which can also use Watchtower in addition to the labs, potentially. But, see, I would love to get like a 5-2 on, well, I mean, even then it's not that great. So I think I'll probably open Watchtower Forager. I don't think the workshop is that important, though it's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe later. It would be kind of nice to be able to island some things, though hopefully you trash most of it. I just don't know that you need that much in the Watchtower Plaza area. I don't know that that does solve that much for you. It cranks out coin tokens, essentially. It doesn't actually add much draw relative to the labs. Feels like you want, I'm actually okay with that. It feels like you want a silver, maybe. 1 silver. Too bad he didn't trash a, whatchamacallit. I now, is it a lab or another junk dealer? I'm pretty happy that he has this workshop. I will say that you probably don't need to build your whatever they are, your horns up to colonies. Like maybe you build 2 provinces and want to be able to buy a couple, and then you can fire off. So now I don't know if I want the second junk dealer or the lab. I'm going to take the lab. So this will make the... I am pretty happy about him going for this stuff. This will make the junk dealer miss, but I might get another 5 out of it, so I'm going to do it. Alright, I'll say next 5 will be the horn. This is going quite well for me. I think. He has a lot of tokens. I don't know. I mean, tokens are just not scary here. Plazas are not scary. Will he get a lab now, or will he try for the horns already? He may, I don't know, who's ahead on trashing? Have I not played my junk dealer yet? Maybe my labs were premature. Okay. So here I could go plaza. I probably will want a plaza sometime, if nothing else for the unique. That's a really bad draw for him. I am pretty clean now. Yeah, and I think I even left a lab on top there. Somehow. Lucky draw. So we can probably turn to is it okay to get a second horn yet? I was thinking plaza and another watchtower. But maybe it should be lab and another watchtower. Alright. I'm gonna get plaza watchtower. I don't know if I want to gain with the horn a lab or a horn. I don't want to be too greedy, but I do want to press my advantage while I have it. I'm going to draw up to 7 cards, and I only have right now 6 dead cards. 6 totally dead cards. I'm going to say it's okay. It's not like totally okay, but it's pretty close. So it should be fine. Well, it's certainly fine at this stage. Now that I've seen the draw. It's cheating a bit, but it's cheating in the evaluation. Anyway, I think I should be able to win this, or I probably screwed up something. You have a lot of tokens, I guess. I don't know, I'm not worried about tokens. Is he getting a platinum already? I just don't feel like the platinums are doing much right now. He doesn't have buy, right? He killed his forager. Did he have to kill a forager? That's pretty weird if he didn't have to. He could kill a plaza. He has like 1,000 of those. What are my 8 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can have some treasures. I mainly want all the laboratories. So, oh hey, I have a token. That sure does make me feel special. So let's gain a laboratory and top deck it. Gain another. I wonder if I can add 2 horns. I wonder if I need to add 2 horns, I guess would be the better question. Because I probably don't. some point I can add the cache. Probably next turn I can add the cache. We'll go safer this turn. He's having bad draws too. Though I hate this draw engine relative to labs. I could kill one of these watchtowers now. I mean, it'll be near impossible to activate it. We're up to 7 uniques right now. Do I want a gold? Do I want a cash? Like, why would I get a cash now? So I think the plan for me will be to be in a spot. He still doesn't. He doesn't have buy, right? He literally killed his. I don't get it. I mean, I guess I say the plan is to empty the provinces. I could just empty the islands probably when the time comes. I'll have to be a little careful that he can. I mean, what? He's just gonna start buying colonies? When did he get a horn? Alright. So he takes a lab. I think I'm okay still. Get the last 2 labs. I don't think he has a pile out. But maybe he has a pile out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm up to 9 uniques. Though. So, okay. Is there another unique I can get that's sort of not so harmful? Like a venture, maybe? Well, it's technically a little less draw, I guess is what I mean. I could get 3 horns. That might be a little risky, points-wise. Right? I could get a platinum here. That would put me in a pretty good spot to double province, I think. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if I did that, I would only need could also province right now. What can he do with his workshops? I don't want to like play too defensively, overestimate what his deck can do. Like, I don't think his deck can produce. No, it can't. I mean, he can chain the workshops a little bit, but not that much. I don't even know how much he can do with that. So I could get I don't need another copper. If I play the Watchtower, I guess I'm thinking if I get 2 more horns here, then I will have enough to empty the provinces next turn. What can I mean, or I can try to do like the islands or something. But I'm gonna have a little less money. I may be miscounting things somewhat. Of course, I would think 7 provinces would be enough too. So probably. And I mean, I could just buy province right now, which is pretty much the same idea as adding the platinum. So there's maybe then an issue with number of uniques, I think. I'm not sure. Do I need a copper? Can it hurt me? Probably can hurt me. I don't know if I literally have enough draw. I don't remember if I overdrew at all, or if I drew, excuse me, if I drew exactly. Let's say alright, let's say we'll take the copper, although that may be just dumb as can be. Yeah, of course I'm doing this while his turn is just total garbage. Just overthinking. There's no real guarantee I can get through the deck either, is there? That is maybe the scary thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. That is the problem. One of many. So I have like 6 gains now, or it's not great. It's not the greatest horn board. One thing I could have done that maybe would have been a million times better is to just use the horns as lab gainers, right? And then just play up to platinum. I did get a little tunnel vision with this mega turn strategy. That there's no particular reason I couldn't have had, 9 labs and, a handful of platinum to just double colony consistently. Which would have also been, a good play. Well, I've still got 5 laboratories sitting in here, so I'll probably be able to draw a decent amount of the deck. But anyway, we can't really make much use out of that. We can get a venture though. He's still not going to gain 7 cards on his turn. But maybe neither am I. Do I want a gold? Maybe I'll take a gold. I think I'll do it like this. He still doesn't have a buy, so he can put up another colony here. My hope is that I can empty the provinces, but no guarantees. Yeah, I mean, I think looking back now, I would say that I should have probably I like my line better than his, but that I probably should have been just taking platinum. And then I would have had a workshop to get forage or food. Well, cash actually is pretty good for that. Anyway. So we're still not in any sort of... There's probably a stage there where I could have drawn a card with the watchtower. Okay, we should make it now. Yeah. Just want to make sure we have 8 cards. I think is the big thing, right? So we don't need to do that guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can just forage the junk dealer, play the watchtower, play all these things, play the venture, use our coin tokens, and then anyway, it was just a little hard to. The other thing I could have done, I guess, is still plan on piling out provinces, but like a turn before, take one and an island, or like a couple turns before, take provinces and islands, maybe have the workshop, and then get those out of your deck until you're ready to do like a 6 province mega turn or something, or 7 province, whatever it happened to be, so that you were a little more guaranteed to draw the deck. I think either of those two things. I mean, I'm probably over considering it because what he was doing was just not putting out much at all. I think he had bad draws too, but like just the coin tokens is such a slow way to get money and get stuff there. And it requires you to line up more pieces in your opening hand. I think my game could have been a couple turns faster though to empty provinces. Maybe the second junk dealer. I went into the labs very quickly, so that might have been a mistake. I'm probably going to open Peasant Magpie. The other thing is to focus more on the cultists. Hopefully he buys a workshop. If you're doing the cultists, you might do Forger Scavenger. Or Peasant Scavenger or something like that. It feels to me like maybe you want to forge your opening no matter what you're doing. Yeah, so that's a question, is how quickly, if you go cultist, how much does that really hurt them from doing their peasant thing? Do they ever have time to trash or not? They'll get the magpies for sure if you go that route. But maybe their deck will just be ruins and the magpies will be cantrips forever until they get the teacher, which may take them a while. Meanwhile, you take a stack of cultists and just try to The reason being, I guess, is that there's not alt VP here, and the only discard attack is that soldier. It's not easy to use a lot. There's big engine. And so I would probably try and get the peasants to put the peasants in while you're playing cultists. Don't mix all that well. They're not that terrible. I think I'm going to try to do the peasant line faster, so I'm going to try a peasant scavenger opening. Okay, that's not great. I think I will discard and put the peasant on top and then get a forager. He's already minting. Does he have anything else to generate money? He bought expedition. Okay, I'm not sure about his line there, but I'm an idiot. I was thinking you could, but you of course can't do that. Man, I'm dumb. Okay. That's really stupid of me. There's a copper, so here I'll buy a magpie. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I was just thinking for sure, you know, that's really funny. He has 2 coppers in his magpie revealed. You know, I was just thinking that definitely you could, this could be a cultist, though I lose the necropolis, but I'm willing to do that. Get the soldier on top. Have the soldier. Okay. We'll get him on top. We'll get another cultist here. This discard probably doesn't hurt him at all. I would like a few magpies though. Wow, he's had awful magpie luck. Like really bad. I'll get rid of this. Is he just gonna buy another magpie, I bet? No, another forager. That seems reasonable. I'm gonna have a real mix here. I could expedition or magpie. My deck is just super mixed up. Who cares about the copper? Alright, there we got some. I suppose the magpies will go here now. I think I got 4 of them, which is fine. He's gonna have all these disciples. Maybe he will clean up. He could take a lab. Oh, he's gonna attack. And he's got the disciples. That's nice. He may be severely outplaying me here, actually. If he has Necro and then, like, Disciple, that's pretty scary. At least he didn't have the Necro. That's still, of course, pretty scary. Cultist looks like a good action target, and Magpie decent coins or cards. Really, though, we have this thing, the piles will be gone. I will disciple the cultist. I could mint. I don't know if that's any good. Or if I should just expedition. Or lab. The next hand is like some cultists and somehow we want to get the teacher and play without drawing past it with the cultists. Which could mean I could trash a cultist here, actually. Okay, that wasn't a great turn for him. So I can... This seems like a good shuffle to trigger. I would have loved to get to 6, that would have been awesome. But I will expedition now. I almost been thinking about taking an estate here. It's a weird time to do it, but I don't see the peasant being better, I guess. Do I want to move up to soldiers? I don't know if I get to disciples, but if I get to disciple before the end of the game, it's very, very good. I don't know that I will, but it's a little more money. Alright, so we have the teachers. The teacher, I should say. Does he have a teacher yet? He does have a teacher. So those are just gone, right? He'll probably expedition, I would imagine. No, more silvers, okay. That's a little odd to me. I will play the teacher, and I will expedition. I don't know which of the two things I discussed I should go for first. I want to say actions on cultists, actually. But it could be cards or coins on the magpies right now. I need to pay attention when he gets the teacher down, because that changes things. I think if I drew my deck, I have enough money to province, but just barely. Okay, he did not get the teacher down. I'm not really confident of that at all. That's pretty bad. So it's pretty bad. Apparently I only had 2 cultists anyway, so that makes that teacher play like even dumber, which is not a surprise that it was stupid. Hopefully he didn't draw his teacher still, though that's pretty much all his deck, so it seems likely he will. That's basically all his deck. So I can't imagine that he didn't. Dun, 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 dun. And he got the Disciple map. Well, that's not actually good, but maybe he had drawn past it once already. Well, this looks like trouble because he still has a Disciple. He is going to get the teacher down this turn. He's extremely trashed. He probably is able to even buy a province this turn if he wants to. So he could take a lot of different things. This to me just looks like him outplaying me, but so he has a Disciple. I don't have a Disciple. That gives him options. That's bad. That's really bad. So I don't care about this. Do I have to take the province? I mean the duchy. I still didn't get to my anything. I'm just no trashing relative to him. It looks pretty hopeless. We'll see what he puts it on. I think any of the coins or the cards on either of these things should be pretty good. Oof, it was just bad play by me. I was really hoping to swamp him with runes, but that just didn't happen even a little bit. Though we're both kind of wallowing in the mud now, a little bit. He does not have... not sure about that peasant for him. Oof, that sucks. I guess I'll attack him. He'll be able to province here. Maybe even province expedition. Yeah. So he may just opt to province. Did he play the teacher? He didn't play the teacher. So that's not totally busted. So he just is going for the win immediately. Both of these are pretty bad. This one's probably a little worse. I think... Come on. Dang it. It sure does seem like that's a little bit sloppy for him to try to... take the cultist there. Unless he knows his next hand is really good somehow. How many more turns? I mean, it feels like I need him to have several more bad turns, and this one might be bad, but his next one won't be. There's no way. Because he's going to get the teacher down. Maybe he'll just have 5 and buy cultists, just be really generous. Probably he just buys an expedition. He did play the teacher, right? Yeah. So those estates are kind of strange to me. I mean, I can't make $13, much less 17. I would need 17 to win. Not to win, to tie. Or 15, I'm bad at counting. And I don't want to disciple cultists now. I mean, I would be basically banking on with him calling a teacher plus this hand. That is, he couldn't end it, that he couldn't disciple a cultist, and well, he can definitely do that. So it looks like I just want to play this. Now I can either, the really nice thing to disciple would be the forager, or at least pretty nice. I guess I can put it on the deck. I can also just know that I can, like, I don't have 8 yet, so let's just do it this way. Would have been quite the so many ruin libraries. Yeah, like I just have no shot here. I bet he can even empty the estates on his turn. Right? He has like 1,000,000 foragers. What do I play to as far as my out? Just him totally dudding, right? That's the only thing. Bet he puts actions here. Maybe something else. I mean, I would be happy if he had a dead hand, but it doesn't seem likely to happen. Yeah, there goes that. He doesn't, I'm sure he has the win in hand by now. He doesn't have the win publicly to my knowledge, but I'm sure it's in hand. Because that's the deck. All he would need now would be like 1 forager. Alright. So we tied. Lots of ties for me this match, this season, except for one loss. we'll just hope that we do okay against Steph. Otherwise, we're surely demoting. But thank you all for watching, and I will be playing Steph tomorrow at 15 UTC, so 1 hour after when this started. And I hope I see you then. But otherwise, I will see y'all later.